So the question that keeps being raised is, how will all this affect the Step 3 reopening? Businesses like the ones here along King Street downtown have been waiting for details from the province that have yet to be provided, with less than 2 weeks before they could be allowed to have customers indoors once again.
They keep telling us they've got a plan or they're working on one.
Frustration is growing again, and the calls from businesses in Ontario are getting louder as the clock keeps ticking. 2 weeks to go, and there are still no capacity rules or other restriction details for indoor dining and events.
It'd be nice for the provincial government to clue the business community in to what Step 3 will look like and provide some guidance as to when the additional restrictions are going to be removed to allow Ontario businesses to get back to normal.
Gyms are also supposed to be opening after the 21-day wait since Step 2 on June 30th, when salons and barbers started doing business again. They were all given a 6-day notice. Safety measures like spacing and mask requirements haven't been provided either, something local leaders have been calling for as well.
We need to have guidelines for venues, for example, for music or that kind of thing. How many people will be allowed in? It's clear that they're going to be open, but it's not clear because the province has not come out with guidelines how many people would be able to go to a music concert or a theater performance. So we really need those guidelines, and they were needed before now so that some of these organizations could plan.
Ontario's health minister, however, continues to say they're working on it, despite surpassing vaccination goals weeks ago.
It is a combination of factors. The number of people being vaccinated, of course, with first and second doses is very important. But there are many other metrics that we are applying and have always applied to determine whether we can move from one stage to another. And that also includes the number of people in hospital, the number of people in intensive care.
Businesses, meanwhile, have had to watch and wait, while places like Alberta and BC have been lifting health restrictions already.
Other provinces with public health officials, large populations, have been able to do this. In fact, in many cases, do this months ago. The sectors that we're talking about allowing to reopened in many cases back early this year.
It has now been 271 days since indoor dining, gyms, cinemas, and casinos were last open in Ontario. Now, Mirvish Productions didn't bother to wait before making plans. The Princess of Wales Theatre behind me is set to reopen next month with a show called Blindness, a sound installation with no actors. Capacity will be limited to 50 people, and they'll be sitting in pods 8 feet apart.